Hey guys, I just want to showcase a little tester. An application is being made of Hitman Blood Money, being released for Android. If you want to follow the project, it's on an app called VK. It does tend to be Russian. However, this developer does speak well English. And to find that, just search Hitman Blood Money for Android, and you should find the community right there. I will leave a link in the description so you could follow and message the developer and show him some love. The only issue with it so far is it's not English, which is going to be a downside, because if you are wanting to play the game, if you are wanting to follow the plot and understand what you've got to do, then it's going to help understanding the game. It's not really going to be helpful playing the game and having to follow guides online and stuff. So the developer did say he is planning on adding an English language. However, there's no point just yet because very few people know about the game. So I'm going to boot it up. So as you can see, it's made with Unity. It's not the original Hitman Blood Money, of course. It's just a developer creating his own port. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit just in case you can't hear me. One thing I am impressed with so far is the build quality. I don't know, the menu, the cutscene, it's all very well made. Honestly, I can't fault it. The only downside is it's not English, so I can skip this part here. So one thing I do like is the menu. It's it's a very, very similar menu to Hitman Absolution. If not, it's the same, which gets me thinking, are they gonna add not only just the Blood Money game, but maybe some Absolution levels, as a teaser, to say, look what's coming in the future. Who knows? So as you can see, none of this is English. I have no idea what's what, but one thing I can tell you is it doesn't work. I'm assuming this message means it's coming soon, because I'm pretty sure everything you click on brings up the same message. Now, one thing that does work is the settings. Now, of course, where it says 60, that is obviously 60 frames per second. You can either choose between 30 and 60. I'm not too sure what the other settings are. I know one is maybe resolution, graphics quality, and I think the bottom is shadows. I believe I translated it a few days ago. I can't really remember now, but if you do download the app, you can always download a translation and then screenshot, upload the photo to the translation app, and then that way translate it to English. So what does work though is this. These maps don't work, but the first one does, which is just like a tester map. So there's the loading screen, and as you can see at the bottom there, we're running it at 1080 at high with shadows at 60 frames per second. So far, the controls are pretty good. The only thing that really bugs me is the animations. So when he runs, he slightly sticks his head back, which looks fine from behind. However, up front, I don't know, it just doesn't look right to me. But everything kind of works so far. You can switch weapon by sliding the silver baller to the left to the right. Unfortunately, it doesn't change. It does change the camera angle, which is kind of strange. But yeah, you can either choose to have no weapon, which you can't actually do anything with no weapon, or you can equip the silver baller and shoot that. Yeah, there is no, there's no spark or anything from the gun, but you do see bullet holes, and I believe the gun does work because there is a few things you can shoot. I believe there's a barrel that explodes here. Oh, there we go. So it does work. The gun does work. It just it just doesn't spark or anything. There's a few things that got to be made for it. But so far so good. This is running on a Snapdragon 835 processor. I have seen a comment that someone made they were using an older device because they were on like Android 6, I think, and they claimed to be running the game on high, also around 50 frames per second. So that's a good sign. Of course, this is only a tester map, but you could see that the graphics are pretty good, the shadows pretty good, and some of the lighting effects. And everything just works really smoothly so far. You know, I really can't fault it. You know, apart from the odd bug with the camera changing when you change weapon and the really annoying head tilt back face warp thing that's going on. But yeah, so far that's it. That's all what's been made. And you know, I'll leave a link in the description. You can contact the developer. I'm sure he's nice enough to reply back to you. And of course, you can keep in the loop with any updates and any other builds that he releases. So yeah, that's Hitman Blood Money. Peace.